Hey everybody, Wendy Devereaux here. Welcome to my channel. If you would like to see how I made this red and silver painting, then please keep watching. So I've been asked quite a few times if I would do a red and silver piece, and I have quite a few items on my workbench. I have all of the red and silver that I have. I will leave a complete list of everything that I end up using in my description box below. And I will point it out as I'm using it because I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be using all of this or not. So yeah, you guys, let's get started. Okay, so I'm using an 18 by 24 inch canvas today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down in a V. I did this with my copper and I really like that look. So the center of my canvas is 9 inches. And I think I'm going to want the silver to come down to a peak to about here. Okay, there's my center, and then I want to come down, I'm going to come down to about 4.5 inches. So I'm going to mark 4.5 and then 4.5. And then that's where I'm going to be putting my tape. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a very subtle striping effect for both the silver and the red portion of my canvas. I'm going to use 2 different silvers up top and 3 different reds on the bottom, but I want to do all of my silver first. And I do want to do a base coat. So this is just a silver Artist Loft. Not too worried about my sides with the silver because I'm going to be painting my sides red. Okay, I'm going to let that completely dry and then I will bring you back and we'll do the silver striping up top. Okay, so the base coat is all dry on my canvas, and now I'm going to do a little bit of a subtle striping effect with my silvers. Okay, so I'm going to take the same silver, the Artist Loft, and then some bright silver Craft Smart. There, see, it gives just a nice subtle variation in the silver. Very pretty. Okay, I'm going to let that completely dry and then I'll bring you back and we will do the red. Okay, my silver is all dry and now I need to tape the silver off and put a base coat of red on. Okay, and then that's going to give me lots of clearance to do my striping. Okay, so I have a combination of Festive Red Metallic DecoArt, Ruby DecoArt, this is Extreme Sheen, also a metallic, and Bright Red Metallic folkArt. But I am going to deepen with some black when I go to do my striping. I'm going to deepen probably the Festive Red. First though, I want to just add a base coat of red on my canvas. Okay, so my base coat of red is dry, and now I'm going to deepen up some of my Festive Red. This is a black Craftsmart. It's a satin finish. I wouldn't want to use a matte finish. This is the shiniest that I have. And just for now, I'm just going to put a little dollop in there. Put one more little dollop. Just until I get it to a deeper red, like a blood red. So you just add a tiny bit of black at a time until you can deepen your red to the color that you like, or you might even like the brighter reds. I just wanted something a little bit deeper so that when I do my striping, you can see it, but it's not going to be too dramatic. So now this is the ruby. And all of these reds are very close in color. I think I'm going to start putting some of the mixture on. Okay, and then I'm going to take some of the bright red. Just kind of balancing it out throughout my canvas. And I'm just going to take the same paintbrush, kind of load up my brush. See, and there's just a slight variation in color, which is what I wanted. Similar to the silver up top. Okay, and now I'm going to remove my painter's tape. Now, see, I should have kind of brushed that paint on my painter's tape a little bit. So I'm going to have to be really careful that it doesn't drip on my silver as I'm removing this. Okay, so now I'm going to be bringing my frame in about this much with a row of 3 and then a row of 2. I'm going to paint the sides up here red, and then I'm going to bring it in about that much. that's about an inch. Here it doesn't matter. I'm going to be putting my crushed glass and glitter there. And I'm going to bring it in. Okay, so I'm going to let this completely dry, this here area here, and then I'm going to put on a second coat, and then I'll bring you back and then we'll frame it out. Okay, so the paint is all dry on my canvas, and now I want to work on my frame before I put my bling in the center. And I always look at the frames as part of the art. They take a little bit more time, but the overall effect is stunning. So this is why I wanted to paint around here, is because now when I put my mini mirror tiles on, I'm going to have a nice red band all the way around my canvas. And I also want to add a little bit of sparkle in between here and then on the sides. So I'm going to add some Mod Podge with some red cherry glitter, extra fine glitter. So I'm just going to put some Mod Podge in a little cup here. And just stir it up. So I need to bring my Mod Podge in at least this far, right? I'm just going to start on the sides. And then I'm going to bring it in about this far, because that's where my the inside row of my mini mirror tiles is going to lay. It's going to lay on that. Okay, so I'm going to let that completely dry, and then I'm going to go over it one more time just to add a little bit more glitter on there. Okay, so now I'm going to add my mini mirror tiles, and I get mine from my local Dollarama. You can get them off of Amazon. There's lots of suppliers out there. And this is for the benefit of my new viewers. If any of my regular viewers have seen me do this, you can go ahead and just fast forward this part. Now I have a bunch of pieces already cut out from other projects. I will show you how easy they are to work with. You just bend them, use an X-Acto knife, and then you just score them, just like so. So like I said earlier, I'm going to be using a row of 3 on the outside here, and then a row of 2 on the inside. So it sits kind of like that. And I found that I can shift my mini mirror tiles around, like I can shift them in or out, and they will eventually line up. And if they don't, you can always use a gem or some crushed glass and glitter to camouflage any gaps. And I also like to cut all of my mini mirror tiles out first, place them on my canvas, and then I know that they will fit when I go to put them on. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to cut them to fit, set them on my canvas, and then I will bring you back. Okay, so I have all of my tiles cut out and they're sitting perfectly on my canvas. And now this is like a puzzle. I'm going to have to place them back on my canvas the exact same way that I take them off. So I'm just going to take one off at a time, and I'm going to do my outer rows first. And they are self-adhesive in the back, but I am going to add some tacky glue to give them more staying power, and also because there is some glitter on here, even though it's nice and smooth. So I'm just going to put a little bead and I'm going to use this row right here to start me off. Okay, and I'm not going to fully press those down until I have all of my tiles around my canvas. And then that way, if I need to, I can shift them around a little bit. Okay, so I haven't pressed down my mini mirror tiles, and the glue, it's another reason why I like using the tacky glue now, is because it's easier to push your tiles a little bit while the glue is kind of slippery. And then I take a rag and then I press them down, because they are glass. I don't want to run my fingers right across them. Okay, the frame is looking really, really pretty, but I think I'm going to go one step further with my frame. I was hoping that 2 coats of the Mod Podge with my glitter was going to be enough, but I want it to be more sparkly in the center here. I think I'm going to go one step further. I've got my DecoArt liquid glass. I just have it in a little squeeze bottle here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, this is a chunky red, it's just Creatology. I think I got that from Michael's. And then I'm going to take my cherry extra fine. I've got a very small craft brush here. And I'm going to stay away from my tiles as best that I can. But I'm just going to start squeezing some liquid glass. And then push it up to my tiles. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the chunky and then the extra fine. Okay, and then I just have to do it in sections, right? I better bring this closer to myself here. Okay, I think I'm going to like that. And that really didn't take me that long, maybe 20 minutes. Okay, so I have my clear crushed filler glass, Ashland brand from Michaels. And I don't know if I'm going to put any of these on or not, but they're little ruby red color on the top side, and then on the underside they're silver. I got these from my local Dollarama. And I have silver extra fine Recollections glitter. I of course have the cherry and then the medium sized red. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to come down quite far into the red with my crushed glass and glitter. So this is my DecoArt liquid glass. I just have it in a larger squeeze bottle here. And then I got a little foam brush. Start in the middle. Just going to tilt my canvas and let that liquid glass drip a little bit. See what kind of a look I get from that. Oh, I like the way that goes there. And then we'll just come down to the peaks here with a smaller craft brush. Just make them a little pointier. And I'm just going to do the same here. Okay, I think I'm going to like that. I think I'm going to take my cherry extra fine and just get a little bit on those peaks before they start drying out too much on me. And then I won't have to do that many touch-ups, hopefully no touch-ups. Okay, and then I have my crushed glass. Now, I'm just going to put a few in here. all these little gems. Oh, I'm in for a pound now, so I may as well just put a bunch. It'll give something else for the light to reflect off of. I'm just going to go down the center here where those two paint colors meet with my cherry here. Okay, and then I have my medium. And I want a lot of this in here because the light will really reflect off nicely off the bigger glitter. And then I'm going to get some of my extra fine silver on here. I want to make sure that I don't cover up all of my liquid glass because I want to come back over with the extra fine cherry. Okay, and then finish it up with the extra fine cherry. Just make sure that the remainder of the liquid glass is covered up. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. Okay, so once this sets for about 30 minutes, I'm going to take a piece of just printer paper and I'm going to press it down to make sure that all of my gems really adhere into that liquid glass. I don't want to do it yet because the liquid glass is too wet. It'll just squish out. So once this is all dry, I will bring it back and we'll brush it off and see if I need to do any touch-ups. Okay, my liquid glass is all dry and we're going to brush this off. I'm going to give this a quick vacuum with the soft brush on my vacuum cleaner and see if I need to do any touch-ups. Okay, everybody, here's the finished look. Oh, I'm loving the red and silver. And I'm so glad that I put the extra glitter in between the 2 rows of tiles along my frame. And I have an easier way to do it, especially if you don't have a steady hand. I'll do another one in an upcoming video. I love those little ruby red gems in there. And the subtle difference in the reds, so pretty. Give you a little look on the silvers, the 2 silvers. Also just a nice, subtle difference. Oh, look at all that gorgeous bling in the center. So yeah, you guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. It feeds the algorithm and it lets me know that you like this type of a video. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and you will be notified when I upload all my future videos. And as always, you guys, I so appreciate you taking the time to watch, and God bless.